10, Glynis Barber, fabulous lady, actress, and I remember watching Dempsey and Makepeace, I'm sure you do too. She's, of course, on stage as well as doing many other things besides, and very, very trim and fit. Now, her anti-aging secrets with, as you see there, the yoga DVD we've got for you is only £10.80 today, but it is so much more than just a yoga DVD because there's all sorts of advice in here about diet, rest, relaxation, and she's going to be with also not only her friend but also the gentleman who, in fact, Howard, who is a yoga teacher too. So 400354. If you've never ever attempted yoga, this has got to be one of the easiest ways to actually become started, and you can dip in and out and take from it what you will. So £10.80, that is brand new today, and a lot less, I imagine, it would be to actually go along to a yoga class. Well, looking good and feeling good, or feeling even better, is what this show is all about. We're bringing together a diverse range of products and things that are going to be easy for you to actually slip into your lifestyle, whatever it is you do for a living, whether you're sitting at home, whether you're retired, whether you're with small children, whatever it is, and how you lead your life to make it better, and to give you the chance to perhaps try things you've never tried before. Now, 400354 is the item number for the anti-aging secrets with Glynis Barber. £10.80 the price. Glynis, lovely to have you here. It's such a real thrill for me to meet you after all these years of watching you on stage and screen.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here.
And it's a busy life, I know, that you lead, and it
yes,
always has been, and one where your appearance is very important to you as well, and to remain fit when you're working probably hideous hours and very, very strange shift patterns and things.
You've got it.
And so you started with yoga around 20-odd years ago.
Yes, I actually started when I was doing Dempsey and Makepeace, believe it or not,
because I really say, bring it back, we loved it.
I really needed it then. It was, you know, it was full on, and I've always enjoyed exercise. I'm a great believer in exercise. I think they say that exercise is the closest thing there is to an anti-aging pill, and I firmly believe that.
It does make you feel better.
And one of my favourite exercises is yoga.
Yes.
And as I said, I started it when I was doing Dempsey and Makepeace, so that's how many years ago? Over 25. Over 25.
That seems impossible, doesn't it, really? But the whole thing with this is actually a system. We're not just talking about it being just the yoga with what you have devised
here.
No,
it's a yoga DVD with a twist, because it also has a lot of information on it.
And the information you gave this morning meant that over 900 of you actually ordered this morning and are going to have it delivered to you in the next 3 to 5 working days, so that it'll make the difference in your life as well. So it isn't just the yoga. You've also got advice and information on nutrition, haven't you?
Yes,
on relaxation.
I interview a skin doctor, I interview a nutritionist, I interview a makeup artist, Gemma Kidd, and who you're very familiar with here.
Yes, of course, we sell her products.
And Howard and I. Howard, who is the wonderful yoga teacher who helped me with this DVD and has devised incredible sequences that are very accessible for most people to do.
Well, that's something, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think for a lot of us, you know, you think about maybe joining a yoga class and going along, you're there for an hour and you've got to really crack on with it, and whether it suits you or not, or whether you think you can bend into certain shapes and positions for the first time and feel somewhat self-conscious. This is a way of maybe introducing yourself to the system and then dipping in and out and maybe doing, you know, certain amounts of time with one element of it and then going backwards and forwards and revisiting.
No, absolutely. I mean, I go to yoga classes and I also like doing yoga DVDs.
Yes.
And a DVD is just very convenient.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you're, say, you're a busy mum at home and you know you've got your kids and you don't have much time, it's just fantastic because you can just stick the DVD in and just do it whenever you have a moment. Or, you know, if you're at home or you're a busy career woman or whatever, then, you know, you can just use this as your convenience.
And a lot of people do, of course, have televisions and you know, DVD players and these set up in their bedrooms now, so it might well be that you can retire to the other room to actually do your exercise. But Howard has been exercising whilst we've been talking. Howard, you are, as Glynis has said there, a yoga teacher.
Yes.
So you teach also. Is there anybody that wouldn't be able to handle what is in this DVD?
Well, we've tried to make it as accessible as possible. So we've done adaptations of a lot of the poses that we do to keep them quite simple.
Yeah.
Would you like to try some?
I think we'll come along and have a look at this, because yoga is something, in spite of all the different sort of, you know, forms of exercise and things I have done, I have never done yoga.
Okay,
actually.
well, this is good.
So,
well, welcome to yoga.
Welcome to yoga. There you go.
Come and lay
Right,
down. I'll show you how simple it is. So if you lay on your backs, we'll do. This is everybody's favourite, because what we're going to do now is we're going to work a little bit with the spine, and anybody who's had a bad back, they'll know how aging...
I have degenerative disease of the spine, apparently.
You know, some days you wake up with a bad back and you feel 5 or 10 years older just because of your back.
Yep.
If you can do something about that subjectively, that's sorted out a big deal.
Very
that's
good.
A big
yes,
deal.
yeah.
So what we're going to do, with you, Glynis, what I'll ask Glynis to do is bring the knees in.
Right.
And what I might do with you is just for the moment, just so I know what I'm working with you, just have the feet as you are, and then we're going to take both knees over to the right-hand side. Actually, sorry, left-hand side.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm just going to bring the right arm out to the side there. You can see it's a very gentle rotation in the spine.
Yep.
Spine loves to rotate, so if you can give it the opportunity to rotate...
Because it doesn't on a normal basis when you're walking or sitting.
No,
it's
because
not.
we're always
it's
doing
static,
this,
isn't it? Yeah.
you know, all of this kind of movement straight forward.
Yep.
And we very rarely have this rotation or lateral flexion, so we add a lot of that kind of stuff in there. But very simple, something that everybody can do.
Yep.
Now, this position alone can be very useful. The best thing about it is when you start to add in the breath.
Right.
So if you take a nice big deep breath, inhale, and then as you exhale, you can probably feel that the movement of the breath starts to feed the spine.
It's clever.
It's beautiful.
Yes, I can, actually.
I mean, this is where everybody loves it. And this is two of our favourite positions, is just sitting, lying like this.
And that has eased my back, funnily enough, because I try and sit as straight as I can. My posture isn't brilliant.
Would you like to come on to the other side?
And, yes.
Yeah, so we'll obviously do both sides.
Yeah.
And as you say, adaptations. So with your feet, we've got your feet on the ground. I just separate the feet a little bit wider. And then the knees come across. What you can do, maybe you can bring the left hand down, outside, right hand down onto the side there. And again, it's just opening out on this side. Very simple.
Yeah.
My philosophy to all of this is that you don't have to do a lot to make a difference.
No.
You just need to know what to do.
It's to know what to do.
And then do it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And
This actually sort of releases. I mean, I can feel my back easing.
Nice big deep breath. Inhale. And exhaling. Good. So we work a lot with the breath.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well done.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
There you are. It was as easy. It was as easy as that.
The back is so important. I mean, I have a stiff back, and I've always had a slightly dodgy back. So I have to take care of my back, and we think the spine is so important that we've done a whole section just to the spine, because you're only as young as your spine.
Absolutely. I think what I've done is I've pulled my plug out now. The world has gone very silent all of a sudden here, so I have to rectify that. No, my back is fine.
Good.
But I mean, obviously, as we talked before, I mean, 25 years for you to have continued with the same form of exercise is, to me, it speaks volumes, because, you could have changed, you could have done anything to fit in with your lifestyle as well. It's something you could do, presumably, in your dressing room before you go on air, before you were about to film.
Yoga's very versatile, because you can do it at home. You can go to a class if you want, but once you know the basic postures, especially when you have the DVD, and we've put everything in it, because keeping active is very important. So we have a 30-minute workout, which is divided into 3 10-minute sessions. So if you're not very fit or you don't have much time, you can just do 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you can build up. We have the spinal section, we have a natural facelift section, and I was thinking maybe we could try that.
I think we should definitely try that. I think we should do. We're having a look at the moment, in fact, from elements from the DVD there, and that downward facing dog, which is something that those who don't actually do yoga, we all hear about this particular position, and it's one that unless you know how to do it properly, or you're actually shown how to do it, it might be rather complicated for you to do.
It looks complicated, but actually it's not, because what we show on the DVD is, for example, I should have been straight.
Please do.
Howard will help me, because when you do the downward dog, your legs are straight, and that, you think, oh, I can't do that, but just you bend your knees and you do it and that releases your back.
To the level that you can do, exactly.
You do it to the level you can.
The beautiful thing about, and every dog has bent knees, and they don't have straight hindquarters, so it makes sense to bend the knees, but it just really releases the lower back. It just opens out the pelvis.
And that's
there
what you
as
need
well.
sometimes when it gets really
Absolutely
stiff. By the way, there's
fantastic.
over 100 of you in the ordering process right this moment, so if you would like to buy this, and this isn't something that Glynis has just suddenly decided to put her name to, and it's something that's just sort of something devised out in the middle of nowhere. She has been living this life, as it were, and doing this exercise, and also all the other things that are included in this DVD for the last 25 years. And obviously working in the media as you do, film, as we say, television, all sorts, makeup's very important. But you've actually been, you've worked with, it's Gemma Kidd, isn't it?
Yes, we've got Gemma Kidd, because, the things I wanted to ask was, as you get older, if you wear the same makeup in your 40s and 50s as you did in your 20s, is that going to work for you? And the answer's no.
No, absolutely
So what do
not.
you do? Do you need more makeup? Do you need less makeup? And the same thing is, what foods should I be eating? What foods shouldn't I be eating? What supplements should I be taking? You know, there's a lot of information if you want to live a healthy lifestyle, and if you want to be what we want and what we try to achieve with this DVD is for people to be the best that they can be.
Yes.
At whatever age they are.
Absolutely.
Be that age 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever that age is, just be the best you can be.
Yeah. Well, there are well over 1,000 of you today alone who have actually gone for this fabulous. Like, the whole thing is, to me, it's a whole system. And I use that word because there's lots of things that you can actually take from this and use it within your own time frame, your own lifestyle. And for £10.80, it's 400354, the anti-aging secrets. If you feel fitter, you feel younger. And I think, obviously, there's so many things within that DVD that can actually be helped with that. So, Glynis, thank you very much, and Howard as well. And I shall now pick myself up off the floor, feeling a lot more bendy than I did before, and head across the studio to see Lorna as well. Before I do that, actually, still to come, with leg muscles and your buttocks and your back and everything.
Absolutely. And I'm going to get to that in just one second. I'm going to show you. Right now, we're doing the ab crunch because it's so important.
As it might well be, this is for you now. This is now limited stock. The delightful Glynis Barber was here. It's been very, very popular. 400354. Because within this Anti-Aging Yoga Secrets DVD, there's all sorts. There's makeup, there's nutrition, there's relaxation. There's not only the fundamentals of yoga itself, but there's also variations on a theme. She's given you different sections so you can actually train maybe for 10 minutes at a time, half an hour. It's entirely up to you. Whatever your fitness level might be, this is something that's going to fit into your lifestyle. So 400354 from Glynis, £10.80.